Shalom. Welcome to the channel. It's the Prepping Torah EMT. All things I love. Not so much being the EMT part. Kind of getting burnt out on that. But still do my job. I'm good at it. Has its moments. Just wanted to let y'all know some things going on in my area down here in South Georgia. We do a lot of our shopping at Sam's Club. Go every so often. First thing that I've noticed is how they've added some security features to the front of the building. They already, of course, they already had their columns, along fire line and everything else. Well, they have totally ringed the entrance and the exit with more columns, steel filled with concrete. And, me being me, I asked one of the workers there what it was for. He said it was for added security. Well, why would you need to have added security just over those two entrances? And he said he didn't know. Granted, keep in mind, this is just hearsay, and he was not in a position of management, so it just could be one fella's speculation. One person to another, And so I just wanted to let y'all know that. Now, when we went into the store, I got to noticing that there's been several changes to the layout of the store. Of course, they got all their normal stuff, TVs, so that stays the same. As a matter of fact, this computer I'm using, I had to wait a little bit to get it because it wasn't in stock. So, but walking around the store, noticing things, at eye level, everything looks like it's stocked. And of course, up above you, when you stand there, say you standing there looking at a pallet full of rice. Well, up above you, normally there will be another pallet of rice, and then second, third level there may have other stuff. Just that's for instance. Well, when you look above certain things, over most of the things in Sam's, it's not what's down below at eye level stacked above it. It's different stuff, like a pallet full of coolers or a pallet full of, vacuum sealed mattresses. It's not food, which is concerning because food is going to be in short supply, I feel, this summer. I feel it's going to cause some civil unrest, possibly. Because my grandpa, he was a firm believer in not depending on the government for anything, whether it be food, security, just your livelihood in general. My father was a deputy sheriff here in Georgia for years. So he's worked in government. I've worked in government, and I'm friends with several people in law enforcement, in corrections, and of course, EMS and fire. So I'm a firm believer in that, not depending on the government for your day-to-day life. Some of the scariest words in the English language that people have ever heard uttered is "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." We all seen how Katrina went. It was a crap show, to say the least. But back to Sam's. It's not only just food for adults, but it's also, food for babies. And I refuse to let a child go hungry. If it's within my power, a child's not going to starve. It's just not something that I feel is something that any man worth their salt or woman will let happen. Baby formula is in short supply. It's something that I've noticed, and if they do have it, it's like 1 or 2 cans, or there's a limit on it. I've noticed a couple limits on stuff at Sam's locally. That should worry people. So with that being said, people need to prepare. If you're not prepared, it's not too late to start, but you're working behind the 8 ball. Another thing that was brought to my attention is some of the few local gas stations around here are out of fuel. That's not something that I feel should be happening in the United States with the amount of reserves that we have. I'm a firm believer in independence of depending on other countries for our energy. I've worked in the energy field before I got into EMS, and there's no reason for us to be having any kind of energy crisis, whether it be electricity or fuels for getting around, for heating your house. Shouldn't be happening in the United States. We are the land of plenty, and that doesn't seem to be the case. But I don't want to go off in some long-winded speech about that. So we are here at my home. We're currently looking into putting a solar system in and getting a different generator, one that runs off dual fuels, gasoline and propane, to provide us with electricity should the power go out. We have enough capacity right now to run the refrigerators and the freezers, if need be. It's not something I want to be lacking in, but it's just some thoughts with everything going up in price, food, fuel, everything in general. People need to prepare, and if you're not prepared, it's not too late, but it's getting to be where it's going to be. And that's not something I want for anybody. It's something that every man and woman should be worried about. You know, I have a saying that hopefully if enough people watch these videos, and get this channel big enough, it'll become popular. And that saying is, have the audacity to survive. Have the audacity to take care of yourself. Don't depend on anybody. Get you a mag. Get you a group. Like-minded individuals. I'm a firm believer in that. And just reach out and network with people. As I'm repping the Bear shirt here. As Bear would say, date people. Get to know them. Not just train with them, because if something happens, you want people that you can trust. People that can help you, that are willing to help you, and to expect something for helping you, but not something that you're not willing to give to get the help. But it's getting to be that time, folks, and we all need to prepare. And if you refuse to listen and to believe the mess, then you're on your own. But with that being said, wish y'all good night, and wish y'all a happy Memorial Day. And just remember, everything we have in this country is because those men and women that sacrificed for our freedoms. So let's not take them for granted. And let's pay homage to their sacrifice. So, happy Memorial Day, everybody. And shalom.